So who am I? Who am I? I know who I am. I'm Philip. That's me, Philip. Philip. I used to use this surname. This surname was annexed to me via this birth certificate. But I'm just going to outline some more lies of Sundberg, right? Because people have been probably looking, well, his birth certificate and that. According to Sundberg, I use a name called Lestrange, yeah? Which is my maiden name, my father's name, yeah? Right? It's a name I was forced to use because that's annexed to me, so to have a bank account, I have to use that surname. But in 2012, as you can see for yourself, 2012, that was my old address. I absolutely and entirely renounce, relinquish and abandon the use of my former name of Philip Anthony Lestrange, and adopt and determine to take and use from this date hereof the name of Philip Anthony Hartley, in substitution for my former name Philip Anthony Lestrange. I shall at all times hereafter, in all records, deeds, documents, and other writings, and in all actions and proceedings, as well as in all dealings and transactions, and on all occasions whatsoever, use and subscribe the said name of Philip Anthony Hartley, signified in Dog Latin. So that's the trust I have to use now, that's the name of my trust now. So if I use Lestrange, I'm breaking the law. As it says here, look, I cannot use this name. Now let's not forget, I was held hostage in Durham HMP in November last year. And I was held hostage here at Doncaster in that name. But it doesn't even exist anymore. So, because this Burke breathed life into it, he's fucked the entire system, because he brought it back to life by writing about it in his dog shit paper, right? So, because I'm not allowed legally, as you've just seen, I'm lawfully not allowed. I shall at all times hereafter, in all records, all deeds, all documents, and all other writings, and in all actions and proceedings, transactions including me, as well as all dealings and transactions, look, and on all occasions whatsoever used and subscribe the said name of Philip Anthony, that's me the man, but the corporate is Hartley. So Sundberg wrote last week that I use this name, so he's lying, because I'm not allowed. So this is where some little Burke cripples the system, absolutely cripples the system, because as you can see, the Crown committed mass fraud by jailing me as Lestrange. Yeah? This is because of some Burke, mate. This is all because of some Burke that can't keep his own jealousy and all that down. So what he's done is unwittingly unravelled the entire fucking sham that is the Crown only deal with a surname, not you as a man. Yeah? Because your constabulary, right, they're the ones that fucked up. They arrested British Transport Police arrested me at York Police Station for breaching a Mr. Hartley's bail conditions, right? They put me at Fulton Road. Fulton Road released me as a Mr. Lestrange, and then they've carried on using it. I've been telling them I'm not that. I've tried my best to show them. I've tried my very best to show them over and over that I'm called Hartley, but they just ignored me because they believed some idiot from a Donny Free Press and his bullshit lies in his paper, which I've just outed for you there. I'm not legally allowed in this legal world to use the said name Lestrange. It's on my birth certificate because it's my maiden name, it's my father's name. You know, when the Crown made this deed, they just assumed that I was going to take that name for the rest of my life. So that's an assumption. So that's what they incorporated. Right, but now, because of a deed of a signed, sealed, proper legal document, Crown document, deed of change of name, I am not allowed to use the name Lestrange. I have to, in all dealings, lawfully use the said name Hartley. So the Crown and the police and the dog at the Free Press has messed up. Or I was in the cells all night last night, James. So simple as the day staff were awesome. The afternoon staff sorted. They were lovely, respectable to me. They spoke to me with respect. I asked the lady last night, can I please ring my mum? I just had me one phone call. I've not had one all day. Can I please ring my mum? Let's get it right. I didn't have any fingerprints done. I didn't have any photographs done. There was no due process, but they still put me in front of a judge today. When I've walked out of Donny Magistrates, I've got no paperwork verifying that I'm on bail conditions or verifying I was even arrested. The only record that I was arrested is maybe a nurse's report for some injuries on my arm from the pig police that arrested me for nothing. Just wanted me off at streets so they could do what they do, use our destitute. You've got to understand, it's not the addicts, it's not the beggars, it's not the dealers, it's the scumbags in power, using them, manipulating them and pushing them around like fucking chess pieces. Going around robbing cars off of good men, taking children off of good people, robbing houses off of good people for banks, walking around stealing half of crops and posting half on Facebook with a big smile but really selling other half. You know what I mean? Crippling all good lads while they're doing, the hypocrites are doing worse. Do you get me? And I'm highlighting now, I've highlighted that scumbag Darren must be part of it because he's straight on it, mate. Unless divvies from this, he might not be. The spice dealers here might be just sending him information straight away. Do you get me? Do you get me? But anyway, as I can say, look, this was from last November. How can I be in jail as this name when I have a Crown sealed document here saying I am not allowed, since 2012, allowed any dealings, any transactions, and to subscribe? No business with it. So what have these clowns done? And another thing, guys, they shut my universal credit down. But let's not forget, Mr. Hartley wasn't in prison because they put me in as Mr. Lestrange. Because they only deal with surnames, that's it. The only thing that universal credit would have got shut down is because attached to my birth certificate through the International Bank for Settlements is my national insurance number, which is a bank account number. So when that bank account number went cross-referenced, it come back as Hartley. So they didn't shut my account down, they just didn't pay me that month's help. I get about 250 quid a month help off it all because I'm self-employed. I'm trying my very best, even with all these dickheads and scumbags trying their best to stop me actually working. Like, this is their logic. Get a real job and that, but when I go out working, they're fucking arresting me and slating me, cutting down all my online avenues. Have you got a brief? I don't need a brief. A brief represents you, bro. Represents you as this document, rather than you presenting yourself as God's child, a natural man, 100% all natural rights reserved, lacking corporate status. Do you get me? Their fictitious world is a big panto, and you're the main star. You're the acting role. You're the leading role star, and every time you act in their world, you're giving them permission for authority, because they're like, well, you're not in God's world now. You're in our world. Do you get me? You're not in God's world now because you're saying, no, you're not God's child, you're our property. Booyah! And that's why they're trying to get these vaccinations to alter your DNA, alter your RNA and that. Make you less godly. Make you less of a man. Make you more their property. Diluting you, mate. It's just the God's honest truth, guys. I don't need a brief, mate, because I don't need to be represented. I'll just present myself. They have tried their arm. Like I said, I was thrown in front of a judge with no due process. There was no photographs. I didn't have any photograph taken, no fingerprints. I have not signed any single one, not one piece of fucking paperwork. Fraudulent scum, mate. Fraudulent scum they are. And they're tricking you every day. And they hate me. They want to silence me. Because I can help you. I can help you understand who you are. And you can just go back and up in your business. Because you've got the God-given right to earn bread. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our trespasses. As we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, not this legal construct. Do you understand, guys? Their world is made up. Just like Bart Simpson, without a man speaking for its voice, you wouldn't understand it. They can't understand the fiction without you breathing life into it. Peace, love and light, guys. In Christ's name, rise, go in peace. I am for you, for real. Look, as you can see, man, I'm waking you. Walk around as a dead fiction or walk around in your Christ's name. In his name, as he said, you will be ridiculed, you will be slandered, you will be thrown in the prisons in his name. You will be beaten in his name. But this is your test. Because what good is prayer? What good is faith without action? God bless you all. I love you all.